Whatever it takes, I know I can make it through. A Degrassi podcast with Kelsey and Holland too. I know I can make it through.
Hi, welcome to Whatever It Takes, a podcast about Degrassi, the Next Generation. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Holland. And today we're talking about Season 12, Episodes 1 and 2, Come As You Are. And Kelsey, will you please read us the YouTube summary?
All one sentence of it. Drew wants to break up with Katie. Claire fears her feelings for Eli may be one-sided.
One sentence?
There's a comma in the middle for no reason.
It should be a semicolon.
It should be a semicolon or a period even.
Yeah. All right. Again, not
just, like,
leaving out Maya, but whatever.
It's fine.
Okay, and then the episode is called Come As You Are, which is a 1991 song by Nirvana. It's weird that we now have Nirvana songs as the episode titles, but here we are.
Also, I'm a little... whenever I feel like I get an understanding of like what era they're really focusing on for the song titles, suddenly they go early 90s on me.
Yeah, I don't think they're focusing on any one era anymore. It's just like whatever we feel like.
But for a while, it was a lot of like early 2000s, late 90s, and then suddenly it's like 91.
Yeah, it's strange. But in terms of the episode, I mean, I guess a lot of it is about like coming to terms with the truth of yourself. Maybe. I don't know. I think it works a little bit more for Maya. And I guess, like, Drew needs to be honest. I don't know. And I guess Claire and Eli are, like, starting anew and, like, coming into this as honestly as possible. I don't know. Whatever. But the episode starts with Drew and Adam are coming out of their car with a new person named Dallas, who is he staying with them? Did we ever learn how they know Dallas?
I think he's staying with them.
But like,
I think the thing is that this hockey team, they're like, they're all placed at Degrassi now, but they're from different places.
So I guess that's what the Letterman jackets are for. Their like travel hockey team. So it's not
just
through
like staying
the school.
at other people's houses, I guess.
He must have just moved to the area to be on this hockey team, I guess.
Well,
but we don't. Do we know how we know Dallas? Did they say?
Nope.
If they did, I don't remember.
If they did, I don't remember either, and we watched it 10 minutes ago, so they must have not said.
Yeah, whatever. And then apparently everyone, like, they all have to go to, like, some assembly, and everyone's like, they're going to shut down Degrassi. We don't know what's going on. And I'm like, you guys jumped to so many conclusions. Also, everyone just already knows that Drew wants to break up with Katie, except for Katie.
Yep, but he hasn't done it yet, because he went over there the night before to do it, and her parents gave him a sweater.
Yeah. And then we get to the assembly, and it's very ominous, but then we learn that they're getting rid of the uniforms at Degrassi. Yay.
Yay.
Also, for an episode where they finally got rid of the uniforms, I really did not have a lot of fashion notes.
Me neither. Although a lot of hair changes.
Yeah, should we do hair?
Yeah, can we do hair and fashion? Cause
Eli's hair is very flippy.
Yep. Bianca is wearing crazy earrings at the beginning.
Claire's party outfit's cute.
Yeah. Marisol's hair is fantastic.
Marisol's bangs are intense.
I love them.
It looks good. God, I really did not.
Imogen is wearing this like super weird tassel-y shirt in the one scene that she's in. It's like only tassels in the front.
Eli has a stripy black and gray cardigan. Drew has a good leather jacket.
I love the leather jacket.
That's literally all I have.
Me too.
I did not have a lot. Unless we count the chicken cutlets as fashion, but we will get to that.
We will get there.
But then the new theme song starts. It's the same song, but it's a different setup. And it starts off with people front flipping off the steps of Degrassi.
What happened to the Ollie? There's been a consistent Ollie throughout, like, the past 11 seasons.
I'm so confused about it.
What's with the flipping? I was warned at one point that there would be rollerblades by Sean. Sean told me there would be rollerblades.
Hey, maybe it's still it's still time. There's still time
got
for
2 more
that.
seasons, so what's with the flip?
But then we're still at the assembly, and Jenna's very excited about being able to wear jeans, and Claire's all googly for Eli. And she goes over to him and, like, asks him about his trip to New York, and he's obviously going to apply to NYU. And then some chick named...
He obviously wants to go to Tish.
Yeah.
We skipped over Bianca and Drew sitting together with Katie.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
So Bianca and Drew are sitting together, and Drew loves Bianca, and Bianca's like, I thought you were gonna break up with her when she's in a good place. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm going to. And Katie sits down with them and is, like, talking to them. And Bianca just goes, wow, Katie, it seems like you're in a really good place.
Yeah.
And then I laughed for 10 minutes.
But yeah.
But Eli's going to go to Tish probably.
And when they're talking, some girl named Becky Baker comes over and is, like, crashing their conversation and is like, show me where this place is.
Which is very forward.
okay.
What are you doing? Does she know Claire? What's happening?
I have no idea. They look like they're in the same grade, though. But now we won't know who's in what grade because we don't have the uniforms to tell us.
That is true.
But then...
Although, to be fair, it took us so long to remember which color meant which thing.
Us.
It took me so long to remember which color. That's a fair point. It took me so long, guys.
It's all for nothing now, if you ever learn.
Seriously. I kind of learned.
But then we're with Maya, and she wants to join a rock band, but then gross Dallas comes by and is like, do they serve pancakes in the cafeteria? Because you're flat as a pancake. Like, basically, it's
rude.
It's really gross. I don't like it.
It is rude, but also I still love Tori and Tristan together. Like,
I know.
They're the best. They're so fun.
Yeah, because Maya's like, will you join a rock band with me? They're like, no. And then she's like, whatever, it's okay, I have a backup plan. But then we are with Drew, who finally breaks up with Katie, like, right before class starts. And he's like...
Speaking of pep rallies,
But then-
which, like, cool non sequitur.
And then she's like, is there someone else? He's like, yeah, some girl. You don't know her, though. Some girl named Courtney. We were in a hot tub. I don't know. And I was like, Drew, why?
Just tell the truth.
Just stop it. And then...
We find out it's Mo's band that Maya wants to join.
Right. And he wants it to sound like the White Stripes in Arcade Fire. And she's, like, trying to talk to him about it at lunch. And
He says
like,
he wants...
oh, you want to try out?
He wants someone more mature.
Yeah, which, like, adds to her body insecurities even further. Even though it's not entirely clear that that's what he meant. I don't think it's what he meant.
I don't think so either. I think he just meant older.
Yeah, but I think it's already on Maya's brain. I forgot to mention Drew is also wearing a salmon V-neck that was a choice. But we're with Drew at his house.
He's doing his French accent again, which I always think is hilarious.
And he and Bianca are finally, like, having a date in his basement, I guess. And then Dallas and Adam come crashing their date to set up for a party, a uniform burning party.
Uniform burning party.
That they're throwing while their parents are gone. And it's already all over face range, so they can't cancel it.
Yep. And Dallas misgenders Adam, and Drew gives him shit and is like, never do it again.
Yeah.
And Dallas backs off. And then, and also, he says that the party is all over face range, and also Adam,
your boy tweeted it.
He tweeted it, and he goes, "Oh, he has so many followers," which made me really happy because I'm not surprised.
But then we're with Claire and Allie and Jenna getting ready for the party. And Claire's like, is this top too clingy? And Allie's like, who are you trying to impress? And she's like, nobody. I just want to be cling free. And then
she admits the Eli thing.
And then she's like, Eli and I kissed. And Jenna and Allie are like, what?
I'm so glad they're all friends again.
I know.
And then they called Jake in for advice.
Like, advice. They're
which
like,
I kind of love. I love this dynamic.
Yeah.
Like, it was really fun.
And they're like, if a guy kisses you and then doesn't bring it up, like, blah, 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 what does it mean? And he's like, no talking. He'll come to you. And he's like, does this guy happen to wear a lot of black? And
yeah.
I'm like, he totally knows it's Eli.
He's like, does that guy favor the color black? And I was like, okay, we all know what's happening.
But I'm glad everyone's cool.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
I'm like already more on board than I was for season 11.
Yeah. But then we're with Marisol and Katie. And Katie's talking to Marisol, like, about the breakup and how sad she is and la la la. And then she decides she wants to crash the party. And she's like, Drew will be happy to see me. We'll talk about it. I'm like, what?
No. She's like, I was a bad girlfriend. That's why he's doing this. But, like,
oh my God, girl. And I'm like, Marisol, why are you letting her do this?
Well, you can see that Marisol is also, like, kind of hesitant. She's like, are you sure that's a good idea?
Yeah, whatever. Bad idea. And then we're with Tristan, Tori, and Maya.
And Zig.
And okay, whatever. And is this when they're at the mall?
They're at their mall. And Maya's like fully freaking out about her boobs. And Zig is like, should I be here for this?
Well, at first they're talking and she's like, I don't know if I'm what he's looking for. Like, I'm flat. And then Tristan's like musically?
It's so good.
And then I'm like, then they have a weird conversation about her body, which made me very uncomfortable.
Me too.
And then she's like, I need help. And Tori's like, I'll help you. And I'm like, why are we doing this? And then we're at the party and it's very loud and crowded and Claire's trying to talk to Eli, but it's loud and you can't hear her and it's awkward. And Allie's like, chill out, mingle. Let's like stop trying so hard, basically. And then she's telling her to dance, and then Claire trying to dance is extremely painful to watch. And Allie's like, never do that again.
It hurts me inside. And now they go to set the uniforms on fire, and that new girl,
Becky Baker, and is like, I'm donating this. These are perfectly good clothes that somebody else could use, which is a fair point.
It is a fair point.
And then Katie shows up. And it's like, I figured you want a second chance. And he's like, no. But then he's like, go to my room and I'll meet you there.
Well,
and we can talk.
Because he's like, oh, God. And she's like, and then she starts crying. Yeah. And she's like, I thought you'd be happy. And it hurts to watch. And
it's this point where you should have been like, no, I'm sorry, I meant it. You should go home. Goodbye.
Yeah, Drew is playing with fire.
He's also drunk. Go up to my room and we can talk.
He's also drunk.
Is he drunk already?
Yeah, he's definitely like already a little bit drunk.
Jesus Christ. And then we're with Maya, who's like playing the cello and looking at herself in the mirror and is getting real down on herself, and it's sad. But then we see that she has like the chicken cutlet sticky boobs.
Yeah.
Which, oh boy. I never had those, but I had a friend who wore them to prom, and they fell out while we were dancing at prom.
Oh no!
It wasn't embarrassing; it was funny.
I've never worn those before.
Neither have I. But also, yeah, we'll get to that later. And then we're at the party, and One Direction is playing, and I'm embarrassed to say that I recognize that it was One Direction that was playing, but that's what's happening.
Yep. Drew is officially shit-faced.
Yeah, Drew and Owen, Dallas and Owen make him, do some kind of drinking
out of a trophy thing.
Yeah. And then he goes upstairs to talk to Katie.
Which, they do that with the Stanley Cup sometimes. I feel like that's got to be really disgusting.
Yeah, that must be really unsanitary. But then Drew, comes clean about lying about there being a Courtney person, and says that he was just unhappy. But then they start kissing, and I don't like it, and it needs to stop. And it's not great.
Definitely not great.
But then we're outside, and everyone's telling Claire to, be cool, play it off, don't push too hard at Eli, he'll come to you, la la la. And then she goes outside, and she's like, I'm leaving. And he's like, oh, okay. And then she's like, never mind, fuck this. Why haven't we talked about this yet? Being direct as always.
Yeah, which is, one of the things that I love about Claire. Yeah. So I'm, glad that she did that. Because Claire, games. All last season, made me fucking crazy. I hated last season Claire.
Yeah.
So it's good to see, that she's still some of the old Claire in there.
Definitely. And then Eli's like,
he's so mature.
He's being so mature about it. He's like, I chased you all last year, and I wrote a play about you, and kind of kissing you and getting back in that mentality, puts me back 5 months ago, and I don't want to go back, so the ball is in your court. And then they pretend to, pass a ball around
Oh my God,
talking.
I loved that. That was so cute.
And then Claire's like, I really liked kissing you. How do you feel about that? And
And he was good and bad, and then he went on this speech about twinkly lights, and that there was like a moment, and he's like, but there aren't always going to be twinkly lights.
Yeah.
And, you know, are you going to be like fully on board? And I thought it was a really nice speech.
And he's like, if we're going to do this, you need to be all in. And then she like kisses him and she's like, Eli, I'm all in. And it's very dramatic and very
dramatic,
them, but it was
but I
I
loved
loved
it.
It was great.